Hello everybody, it is a brand new video and we are in a bit of a different location, as you can see. We're in the heart of Naples city centre, and essentially I'm going to be doing a project where I pretty much sew on the go, and I guess what that entails is I'm going to be making a jacket in different locations that I find. So pretty much we're in Naples, which is going to be the first city of 3 or 4. Love Naples, I've been here quite a few times. It's obviously very cultured. It was the birthplace of the pizza, the birthplace of a lot of different things. And you've got Pompeii, which was the 1st century Roman city which got covered in ash. Pretty much the process of this is I have printed some fabric and I have that with me, and I've got to source all of the lining fabrics and the hardware from markets like the zippers and stuff. I'm going to take you along on that journey, and hopefully by the end of the video we'll have a full jacket constructed from scratch. Let's start the process. So I think the reason why I'm doing this is because I feel a lot of the time I'm cooped up in my studio, which makes it hard for me to just travel around and see the world. So I kind of just want to go and see different parts of the world, and I've been thinking of what sort of better way to do that than to just get stuck in, buy a sort of battery that can power my sewing machine and sort of see how it goes. But right now we're on our way to the fabric store, and I'm hoping that I'm gonna be able to find some cool fabrics. So yeah, I'll touch bases when we're there. Ooh, yeah.
Bull.
One sec, let me translate. So I'm making something along the lines of like a MA1 bomber jacket. So maybe something polyester, but I really like the texture of this fabric. Maybe I should look around a bit, but this also is a cool shop.
Cosa del genere è davvero buono.
This color.
This brown is nice, but do you have any... Do you have anything similar to this, which maybe has a different sort of wash to it? Very interested, I just have to come back. Thank you very much. The language barrier is going to make it quite hard to find the specific fabric I'm looking for, or maybe I'm just very indecisive. That shop was really good, but I'm very specific when it comes to like finding the perfect fabrics that I'm looking for, especially in like lining and stuff. You know, I like that washed look, that aged look. I think that is what sort of brings together Rough Cut, if that makes sense. But we'll try some more shops. See, this is more like it.
Where are you from?
England.
England.
Yeah. With the whole Pompeii-esque, I think this could work really well as like the charcoal on the inside.
This 22 1 meter, okay.
20 euros per meter is quite expensive, so maybe I will look around unless you have anything similar.
Special price.
Special price. I think it's really good and I trust the quality. I just think it's, I'm trying to find a specific fabric that shouts out to me. So I think the trickiness of this, like I'm not quite a conventional like stitcher, if that makes sense. I always say that in my videos. So I think trying to find that perfect fabric just has to sort of shout to me. A lot of these places are shirts and suit type sort of fabric shops, so they're tailored towards like fitted suits and stuff like that. So a lot of these fabrics are going to be, 18 euros, 22 euros per meter. So I'm looking for around 2.5 meters, but I need to find a shop that has a bit more sort of artistic twist to it. That linen was really nice, but it's just more the fact that like I wasn't sure on it.
Do you want to throw it?
You wanna catch?
Yeah, go on.
Aye.
Perfect. This is exactly what I needed. How much?
It's 6 euro per meter and 1.50.
Okay, I'll get 2 meters of this, is that okay? So I've just come across this fabric shop which seems 10 times better than the other fabric shops I've just been in. But yeah, I've just found the wadding / batting, which is the missing ingredient, which the guy in the other shop said I wouldn't have any luck finding, but I've just found, so.
I cut 2 meters?
Yes, please.
Voila. Okay.
Thank you. So that was pretty easy. I've got the wadding / batting to do all the inside quilting of the bomber jacket, and he's just sent me on a little quest to find some zips and hardware which should just be round the corner. So I'll give that a little look and see if we can find something. Yes. Do you have any other colours of the zip? That is literally perfect, but do you have any other sort of different pulleys, or do you have any other different colours?
This color.
Okay.
Perfect. This is the.
Do you mind me having a little look through this and trying to find the perfect one? Quanto costa?
€6.
Okay, I get a few. 1, 2, 3.
No, this is €6. €5.
Yes, I understand. I am not trying to change price. I am just saying I will buy more than one. So could you give me some time to decide?
Yes.
That's the thing. I can't just walk into a fabric shop in the UK. Italian zips seem to be just way better than the UK. Is there any chance you do have the tools to be able to cut any of these down to 22 inches? Trimming the zip down for me so I don't have to do it myself, because I do not have the tools to do that here. Thank you very much. Thank you. And look at that, we've got the perfect zip. So we have the wadding to be able to do the jacket. I need to go back for the lining, and then we have everything ready to make the jacket, and we'll get to showing you the fabric that I've chosen for the jacket in a minute, and then find the place where I will be making the jacket. It's all a surprise, you'll see. No. I think this will work, to be honest. How much is this? 6?
6.
2.5 meters, please. Is that right? This is going to be the lining of the jacket. So I've just got the lining from the shop behind me, and now we're here right now. We're right there, and we're going to travel all the way around to around this greenery area here. I'm with my girlfriend Sam, she is behind the camera. But yeah, basically we've got the fabric now, so I'm gonna break down this whole sort of challenge, I guess, sort of like video. What I'm doing, I'll break down when we get to the location. So yeah, see you there. So it is the next day. Pretty much yesterday I sourced all the fabrics and I showed you guys what I got, the zippers and all them different sort of aspects. Yesterday I travelled about 2 hours to try and get to a spot which I was going to start sewing and start making this jacket, reveal all the fabric to you guys, but it started raining. This is a big spanner in the works because it's still raining and we're at the next day after yesterday. I was meant to have this jacket finished by tonight, and the whole sort of idea with this concept was that I was going to take my sewing machine and essentially just go and sew in the middle of nowhere and just be at content serenity and see what I can create, you know? But problems aside, I am essentially going to go around Naples today and look at all the things that inspire me, all the churches, all of the statues, all of the carvings, all of the little things that I've always wanted to see. And then tomorrow, we've extended our trip another day to Naples, so hopefully tomorrow's the day I make the jacket. Right now, let's look at some cool churches and some cool architecture and some cool statues. It is the next day, the final day of being in Naples. We have managed to trek up a massive hill and get to the location that I want to sew. Now it's just locating the bench. I was looking on Google Maps last night, on Google Earth, and just going around all the different locations which I think would be good. And I came across this park which is at the top of the city. So we trekked there, we're here now. I'm going to set up my sewing machine and try and find a bench with a table, like a picnic sort of bench and table. And then from there we will, start sewing the jacket and hopefully get it all done before we leave for the next city. I'm going to be real right now. I've spent the last 3 days literally looking for a picnic bench, and it's crazy. Like, I just can't find one anywhere. I'm literally in Naples, and I know this sounds stupid that I'm looking for a picnic bench, I just can't find anywhere quiet to like sew. And we're on the last day, it's 4 p.m. I don't know if I'm gonna get this jacket finished. I got Vesuvius in the background there. I haven't filmed a lot of this, but I've literally walked hours and hours and barrel scooted hours just to find somewhere. But this town is literally like a maze, and I'm hoping that the cities that I do literally next are going to be better than this. But Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm just so much of a way through this process, and I just can't give up. So this is sort of the location we're in at the moment, if you confuse where I am. But I'm gonna have one little look around this park again. Mixture of it raining and, you know, not being able to find a bench. I've been doing this for so long, and who the hell comes out with their sewing machine all the way to another country and a battery and just expects to just like make a whole jacket? I think the answer is no one, so let's find a bench. Right, so this is super weird for me, but I'm pretty much just like cutting my fabric outside the museum. Obviously I wanted to find a bench and just do it all so it like looked the part, you know, but it turns out I'm gonna have to just do it out and about. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut my fabric and then we'll try and figure a place when all the panels are pinned together and everything's sort of half ready, and we'll figure a place to sew. But for now, I'm just gonna cut my fabric. This is the fabric that I chose for the jacket. Essentially, it is a painting of the Bay of Naples, and obviously in the background we have the Bay of Naples, so I'm literally creating the jacket in the place the painting is based off. It's just so odd doing the process of making a jacket on the floor. Let me show you the lining fabric, because I don't think I actually showed you that yesterday when I paid for it. So yeah, let me show you that. Blue and white full cotton, which has these vertical white and blue lines that run through the fabric, and essentially it kind of reminds me of that old school sort of like Wranglers kind of like era of like denim jackets. I'll throw one on the screen here so you know what I'm on about. Yeah, this lining is really, really nice. I saw them logs that I showed you just a minute ago over there, so I think I might go and stack some on top of each other and see if I can make myself a little sewing table. But now I've finished cutting and pinning all the fabric. This is such a weird sort of process, sewing in the middle of nowhere, but it's cool that there is a great background to do it. So yeah. That is my table. So I think that just about works. I've pretty much just set it up so that there is two logs stacked on each other, and then the sewing machine on top, just like that. If you're wondering how I'm powering this machine, I'm basically using sort of like camping generator. It's got 100% battery look, which is good, and then it just runs to my machine, and then as you can see, you can turn it on and off and we have power, and it sews. And I've got a view in front of me of the whole of Naples. This right here is all my tools. Then just a quick little interjection. Don't know if you remember this, but this was in the museum yesterday, which is pretty cool. So this city is full of inspirations. I think that is a lot of the reason why I chose Naples, because it is just full of a lot of the things I look into day to day. You know, going to that museum yesterday was cool as fuck. So let's get to sewing. Look at that. What's really sort of like tough about this is the fact that I don't have any space to be able to sort of cut all these different pockets that I want to do. I don't want to rush them so these jackets are sort of just like thrown together, because I want to sell them to you guys and I want them to be a really good product. So what I think I'm going to do, sew a little bit more and get some of the foundations down with these pieces, and then tomorrow we're traveling to our next city. So pretty much in that city I will get this jacket finished in the Airbnb and then ready to start the next jacket. So I'm gassed that we got to a stage where, you know, we're actually sewing is happening out in Naples. It's sort of been like a long time in my head, and there was a lot of stress when it was raining yesterday and the day before. When it's dark I can't sew anyway because I won't be able to see what I'm doing. So essentially we will do what we can right now, and then we may have to finish it in the next city. So yeah, you can see stuff but I can't. It's getting very dark over here. So essentially I just finished a very nice welted pocket right there. I'll show you that it functions too, which is pretty cool. Bang, we just switched to night mode because it is very dark. But there are so many cool things I want to show you about this jacket that I'm making. I might do it on the train tomorrow to the next city. Basically, I will catch you in a little bit. I'm sewing on the train, which is actually a better situation than the situation I had yesterday on the logs. I've got more space. I've just finished sewing some of the parts of the jacket that I didn't get to finish yesterday, and I've got a little label that I'm going to be putting on every one of the made in Italy garments that I'm going to show you guys now. And it's basically a type of label which sort of has a date code where it's finally stitched. Made in Italy. A relic from the past crafted in the present, garment number, and it says final stitching, so I can't write that yet because I haven't finished the garment, but essentially some exclusive made in Italy labels, and I thought it was pretty cool. I'm sewing on the train and I've got my generator going down here. So I think I'm going to do one more pocket on this jacket on the train, and then when we get to the next city I'm going to finish this whole jacket in our Airbnb ready, so then for the next few days I can start on the new project with the jacket that's based on the next city. So I've just finished this inner panel. I'm going to add the inside of the welted pocket when we get to the Airbnb. Added the inside welt for the inside pocket. That's pretty successful for a train journey. But yeah, I'm going to pack away now because we're about to get off the train, but pretty much. I'll see you at the Airbnb. Just got to the new Airbnb. I've got the little sewing table back there. This Naples jacket is getting finished right now. This is a really cool sort of table for sewing, so I'm liking this setup. And yeah, I'm sort of leaving where we are as a surprise because the next jacket I'm going to be making is based off this city. So for now, let's finish this jacket, and then hopefully by the end of the night / tomorrow we'll have a finished jacket. This part of the video is where I'm introducing a product that I just released for 1 week straight, and it completely just went nuts. It is off the website now, so you can't physically buy it. I have these rough cut patches, which are the exact patches I use to make my garments. There is an Italian theme one, a Gothic theme one, a sci-fi theme one, an Atlas theme one, and a nature theme one. They were on my website for 1 week straight. I did a little release through my Instagram and sold them through my website. You guys obviously have been asking me where I get all my fabrics from for years, and I've never really wanted to share that solely just because it is what separates my garments apart. I am going to be doing another release of these, but just totally different themes. So maybe every season I might, you know, switch it up a little bit and do like a Pompeii theme one with like a space theme one, and then an architecture one mixed with like a Renaissance one. I basically just wanted to make a product which a lot of you have been asking for, but only do it for 1 week. So next time I do this, there will be a lot of you that missed out and want to buy the patches. So the reason I'm showing you these is because they are really cool, but also because I'm going to be using them on the garment that I'm making right now. So I'm going to cut a few of them out. I think it's only right if I use the Italian sheet for this piece of clothing. Where I'm leaving it for today, I literally didn't really do too much, but I've been traveling all day and carrying around all this sewing machine, battery, clothes, is getting a bit tiring. So I'm going to stay in here in this Airbnb in this new city tomorrow until I get this jacket finished, and I'm going to film the whole process and we'll get it done. For now, I'm going to just take it easy on myself, go to sleep, have a good sleep. I will catch you tomorrow. It is the next day and I'm finally going to get this jacket finished. I won't do too much talking right now. I'm just going to sew and show you the process of how I make this jacket. I'm just designing out these two sort of cargo pockets for the front. I've just finished putting these patches onto the garment, and I think they look really, really nice. So now all there really is to do is to put the whole garment together. So, after hours of creation, I finally just completed the jacket, and I am basically just going to now write where the final stitches were made. It's probably one of the best bomber jackets I've ever made, and this is, as I said, one of 3, but potentially even more if I stay longer in Italy. So I'm so happy about this, and it is reversible, so that makes it a little bit better too. So yeah, let me show you the jacket. This is the finished jacket, and I'm incredibly happy with it. It is collared at the top. Obviously, it is a painting of the whole of Naples. It's got Naples Bay, and then over here it's got Vesuvius, and then on the back it's got like Sorrento. It's got all the Italian patches that I've added. It's cuffed at the bottom, and it's also cuffed on the wrists too, which is perfect. It's got its 2 cargo pockets here, and then it's got the 2 side pockets with the flaps. It's got a 2-way zip, which is a really cool sort of feature. And I think the most exciting part about this is the fact that it is reversible too. So you could wear it with the inner lining that I got in Naples too, which I think is really cool, because at the end of the day you might want to wear it really crazy and have an image on the outside showing, or you could just wear it with the lining. But I'm very gassed on this. I hope you enjoyed watching this whole process. We're in Rome now, so the next video is going to be a jacket that is based on Rome, based on the architecture, based on the Roman Empire. So stay tuned, make sure to tune in for the next video. This is like a mini series of like going through Italy and creating pieces of clothing. So yeah, if you enjoyed watching this video, enjoyed watching me sew on the train, enjoyed watching me sew in really cool views, enjoyed watching me sew in the Airbnb. It's a little bit different to my normal sort of scenery, I guess, in the studio, but I really enjoyed it. So yeah, make sure to stick around and I'll see you in the next video.